Hi, I'm Mike, and I'd like to share with you my CELPIP 4-week course program. And today, let me show you a little bit of the overview and strategy that I've developed. I have studied the exam on the CELPIP website and gone through all 20 practice tests, and I myself have been part of a team to edit and create 9 practice tests and develop curriculum. So I believe I know this test inside out, and I've reverse engineered a program to help you develop your English and get you the score you need. Let me explain. Now, of course, the CELPIP test is made up of 4 parts. We have listening, reading, writing, and speaking. So I've developed strategies for each one to help identify your weakness and improve on it. First of all, we're going to start with vocabulary. Vocabulary building is key to better listening so you can understand the words. It's important to find the paraphrase and understand ideas in the reading. Vocabulary building is essential to communicate effectively in writing, and of course, having good vocabulary is crucial to express ideas clearly in speaking. And also, what I'm trying to teach you guys here as I show you parts of the test and the strategy is show you vocabulary as we go along. All of these words here, key, important, essential, crucial, they all mean the same thing. They all basically mean very important, but I don't want to just say that word and repeat it over and over. I'm using a range and a variety. So just like this, I'm helping you each step of the way. All parts of the program will be focusing on developing your vocabulary. That's one point of my strategy. Let's look at our timeline. In 4 weeks, what can we do? Let's begin with the overview and strategy of each part so we have an idea how to approach the listening, reading, writing, and speaking. Then, in our second class, we're going to focus on the speaking methods and practice. Let's continue with that in weeks 2. We'll continue with our focus on that, and there's 8 questions. The idea being if we can start with speaking and identify your weaknesses, we can start to improve upon it immediately. And notice, guys, we have speaking in week 3 and 4. So I want to focus on speaking and develop it all the way through. Of course, writing is included. We're going to have a special class, hour and a half class just on writing, and you'll be doing writing assignments all week to see if we can track your improvement there. Week 3, beginning of the week, will be focused on listening. Week 4, reading. Also in weeks 2 and 4, I'll be offering a 1-hour drop-in class where we can go over difficult parts or answer specific questions or go over other tips. The final class will generally be dedicated to people who have their exam coming up and need a little practice or a little boost. Now, let's talk about your road to your target score. Okay, if you want to get an 8 or a 9, how can we do that? Number one, we can make the most progress by starting with your speaking and improving on it each week. Okay. Also, let's learn the strategies of each part, reading and listening and writing, and we're going to practice using those strategies on your own and then again in weeks 3 and 4. We'll get you to do some writing of tasks 1 and 2 each week, and let's track your improvement. And the main thing too, in each part of the exam, let's identify your weakness and we're going to work on it. So if you have trouble with reading part 3, where you have to put the sentence to the matching paragraph, that's a tough one for people. We're going to focus on those strategies and try to improve that part for you. Let's talk about speaking since it's going to be one of our main focuses. I want to show you guys a few tips and strategies right now. First thing we should do, in my opinion, is know each question and what to do. What grammar point are they looking for? You know, what's the question really asking for? Like, for example, part 2, task 2, it's a personal experience question. They're looking for the use of the past tense. Second point, guys, let's be prepared by practicing each question. One of the ways we're going to practice is using a WhatsApp group. So whenever you have a moment, you can leave an answer for part 2 or part 3 or task 7, and everyone will get a chance to listen to it. Don't be shy. And then we're going to give you some positive feedback on how to improve. Another thing we can do is identify your weakness in speaking, and we're going to try to improve on that with feedback. So if you have trouble with pronunciation or grammar, we're going to work on those specific points. Part number 4, it's always good to use transitions to organize your ideas, like first of all, in addition, or on the other hand. And my final tip for today in speaking, guys, develop your ideas using a structure of idea plus reason plus example. So basic structure of extending is I think, because, for example. And that will help students who often give a very short answer or have trouble extending. Remember, guys, the top of the mountain is reached one step at a time. If your goal is the top of the mountain is like a 9 or a 10 in CELPIP, that's great. I'm happy to help you do that. It's going to be one step at a time. I've helped others up there. I know the way. I know the mountain, which is the CELPIP test. So let me help you do that, guys. If you're interested in more of my course, you can get a hold of me here on YouTube, possibly Facebook, or not possibly, but also Facebook, or you can email me, mikesglobalvillage@gmail.com. All right, thanks, guys. Good luck on your self-pip test, and we'll see you soon.